The issue that I'm having like with these wisps, they're way harder to hit. I've actually taken one out. I have, yes. Okay, got him. Okay. So very particular editing is rendering is done again. So yeah, we only have like half an hour left. This rendering is fast. Right. The Living Temple. Well, that's the thing, I want to actually... Okay, we're getting there.
There you are. Where is Bushybeard, though? Have you seen him somewhere?
Nope, but I heard him scream earlier in the tunnel.
A scream? But... wait. Do you hear that?
I heard Bushybeard there.
That's his voice. He got here before we did, but he didn't wait. Why the heck would he do that?
This is my ball, if you ask me.
Not really, no. Come on, let's take a look. Yeah?
Shijara, Nem, Lohem, Shiraz, gradually.
What the heck?
Zuvan, Fanara,
hello?
Nem,
Where's the fire spark?
Den Shohen, Shujara, Nem, Jogen, Veto, 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 Veto. Shijara, Nem, Lohem, Shirath. She showed me. She showed me. She showed me all.
What are you talking about? Who showed you what?
The temple. She let me look through the window of time, and I saw it. All of it. The high ones, the light, the burnt flesh everywhere.
You saw the high ones?
Yes, and they're with us here and now, everywhere and always. And no matter what we do, we can't hide. Do you understand? We can't.
Meister, you're not yourself. Just calm down and we can...
No, stay away from me. You don't understand. You can't understand. She's so sad. So sad and so full of wrath because we chose to close our eyes rather than see. Because we refuse to understand.
Understand what? You're not making any sense.
That it's us. We are sin, don't you see? And there's only one way to end it.
What? No, no! Put that away! This is madness!
Madness? What we do is madness. This is the only way to break the cycle. One glance was enough to understand her suffering. To understand that there's no other solution than ultimate death. One day, you will understand that. You too, fleshless one. And now, we have to die. It won't change much. But maybe it will make her just a little happier. Forgive me. But why?
That was... what the heck? Why by the wise hermit would he do that? His eyes. I've never seen anything like that.
Maybe I was to control of him.
You mean he was possessed? I don't know. I always thought the possessed have a red shimmer in their eyes when it gets bad. He didn't. And what was that talk about making her happy? Did he mean a temple? My. This doesn't get better. We'll need to tell the Order about it. Now, let's push on. At least we should find this train. We owe Firespark that much.
Should we at least bury him?
Yeah, you're right. Come on, let's find a shovel. Or something like that.
At least it is nice to like bury him in like that sense.
What now?
Well, let's push on. We need to find that Ender train.
Such chaos.
You instantly made a run for it. I'm just eating here.
You hear that? Waves. Nature takes back what belongs to her. Let's hope the tunnels of this undertrain aren't flooded too.
There's not a patch of ore. No, that's mushrooms. If there was like an ore patch, I would have gladly mined it.
Wait, I know that smell. Stay here.
Okay, he actually went in there.
Where did we find Yarrow's wife?
In his father's house, in the cellar. Why are you asking?
Then it really is you.
What? Who else would it be?
Good question. Best you take a look for yourself. I'll wait here.
Me? Serious? What?
So, any explanations?
Just maybe it's an illusion.
An illusion? Yes, of course. Created by this bloody temple. Or maybe even the High Ones. Yes, of course. That must be it. They're trying to confuse us. By the wise hermit, they'll do just about anything, won't they? This is just wrong. This is crazy. Ugh. Well, working with you is definitely an experience, to say the least. We should push on, find that stupid train. I just want to get out of this place as quickly as possible.
Yeah, no, I don't like this place either. But this is definitely an experience in that sense. We also only have 15 minutes left, so... We're still lost on those, though. Which makes the sword the better option. Although I can tell that Warhammer is short quite a lot, which is the only reason why I'm picking them up. Probably one Warhammer is like about 300, so...
Bullseye. Seems like the water spared the train. It's beautiful in a way, don't you think? I bet every Arcanist would give his left hand just to get a look at it. And we're about to use it. Only thing left to do now is find out how. Seems to me that we first have to open this gate and reactivate the mechanism that powers this place. I'll take a look around. Try and find something that lets us open the gate. This is crazy. Just crazy.
One. There are still lost ones. A lost ones means we can actually use what we just did. So we found one. I know where like a second one is. I'm going to actually pop this weapon against lost ones. Of course, up. If I can see it, I think I'll know where the last handle is. Nope. Well, still glad to have looked up her at least. It's also not here. So far they've all three, like 1, 2,
Go on inside and take a seat, okay? I'll see if I can get the train running somehow. It can't be too hard.
Wait on a bench, sure.
Ta-da! Yes, I'm amazing. I know that. If being a merc doesn't work out in the long run, maybe I'll ask the Order to hire me as an expert on Pyrean railways. But no guarantee this thing won't drive us right into the next abyss. Anyway, I guess even with this thing, it should be a while till we arrive. Let's make ourselves comfortable. Sorry for the drama back there at the house. I guess I just didn't know what to make of the situation.
Well, I wonder what you would have done if you hadn't known the answer. Killed me?
No idea. And please, save the subtle accusations, okay? If I reacted somewhat inappropriately, I'm sorry. But hey, I'm not the one whose corpse is lying around in some old ruin. Sorry about that. I'm a little on edge right now. No offense intended. If the Highlands were planning to confuse us, they definitely succeeded. We really should tell the Grand Master about this. And about what happened to Constantine. Still, we can't allow this to get inside our heads too much. What matters right now is the mission. And at least it stays exciting. Two daring adventurers who have gotten themselves into something they don't even remotely understand are plundering ancient ruins in search of treasure. Don't laugh, but this reminds me a little of my past. Of my childhood.
How so?
Not the part including mysterious corpses and crazed mages, of course. My sister and I, when we were young, we always used to go exploring the caves near our manor. Father always gave us a good scolding when he got wind of it. But of course, that didn't keep us from doing it again.
You have a sister? I didn't know about that.
Right. Because I never told you.
Oh, 7
years Adela and I are not exactly close these days anyway. Probably because we lost our bond somehow, after our father died.
Your father died? Prematurely, I take it?
Yes, he did. Together with my siblings. Actually, Adela and I are the only surviving Delverics. All the others were murdered.
I'm sorry to hear so.
No need to be. But I appreciate the thought, so thanks. In a sad way, a part of me is actually glad everything happened the way it did back then. It made me into a man, and it showed me what kind of characteristics have a tendency to drastically shorten one's life.
Such as?
Stubbornness. My father was a judge in the tribunal, you know. He was a hard man, who at least, after our mother died while giving birth to Adela, lived for only one thing. His principles. Justice knows no compromise. That was his great creed. No matter who stood before him in court, my father treated them all the same. Damien Delveric, the epitome of justice.
Hold on. Sounds like he had an extreme way of seeing things.
Yes, an extreme attitude for an extreme man. One day, the son of a highly regarded Archer Sublime stood before the 12 judges of the court. Valenzio Duran. He had murdered 2 whores, made them happy, as he called it, and it was obvious that he didn't feel so much as a hint of remorse. You know those kind of people, the ones who think that money and power entitle them to anything they want.
I can imagine how discontent.
Of course you can. 11 of the 12 judges voted for a verdict of not guilty, because they knew Valenzio's father was influential within the Relata. Only my father, of course, remained unshaken. 1 week later, our manor was robbed by 4 masked men who killed everyone. Servants, guards, my 2 older brothers, all of them.
Wait, he says older, but
officially they were bandits
says younger.
who just happened to be running around with blades made of shadow steel. My sister and I only survived because we had snuck out for one of our expeditions. Ironic, isn't it?
That's horrible.
Horrible? None of this is horrible. It was the only logical consequence of my father's actions. And what good did it do in the end? None. As we speak, Valenzio's enjoying himself at some brothel, with 2 whores and a bowl of grapes. But you see, there's no point in being angry about this. And do you know why? Because this is just how the world works. There's no divine justice, no system through which it's decided who lives and who dies. There are decisions and there are consequences. That's it. This is also why there's absolutely no point in fighting for ideals, the greater good, or whatever else you want to call it. First of all, because no one will thank you for it, and second, because people are stupid. That's the one universal rule that there is to this world. No matter how much you try to accomplish something, in the end, stupid people will destroy all you've achieved with no more than a snap of their fingers. Fight for the moment, and the moment only. Because unlike everything else, you can be certain of its truth.
Well, so what you're saying is basically you think your father should have done, what, nothing?
No. But if he had wanted Valenzio to die so badly, there would have been other ways. Poison, an accident, a hired killer. Just a hint of common sense. That's all he would have needed. But of course, none of that would have conformed to his sacred principles. Adela and I were still young when all this happened. A friendly family took us in, and my sister joined the Order of the Apothecary in the Frostcliff Mountains. But since then, we haven't been able to speak to one another. She raised a wall of ice around herself, so to speak, and fled into old family books and memories. But, anyway, enough about me. You're an orphan too, aren't you? How come? You never told me about that.
That's a long story. Where should I start?
You told me that the Creator's Temple in Ostian had something to do with it, but what exactly happened?
Probably we killed our own mother and sister.
Dreams. Yeah. I've had my share of nightmares too. There was this one that plagued me for years. I'd be in some kind of hall, almost like a temple. Only that there were benches and aisles, like in a courtroom. My father sat on the judge's dais. He was a corpse, and all the spectators in the jury looked like him. Anyway, there was this grotesque trial scene where he accused me of refusing to do my duty for them, and it always ended with his skin melting off like hot wax. Pretty messed up, I know. Eventually, the dream stopped, though. Someone helped me with that. But anyway, enough of this gloomy talk for now. We should get some rest. We've still got a long ride ahead of us.
Yeah. We're like almost done with the session anyway as well, so...
Rise and shine, my friend. We have arrived. How'd you sleep?
How one feels after having discovered one's own corpse. The whole thing in the temple, I just can't get out of my mind.
Well, for what it's worth, neither can I. Come on, let's take a look outside.
Yeah. Start at the lion's den. Anyway, that's it for this recording session. We're actually going to save right here already. I don't think I actually... No, I didn't save between sessions. Whatever. Thank you very much for watching. This is the end of this recording session. Have a good one, and we will see you all during the next time. Good day!